What if I told you that the biggest thing standing between you and the life that you want is not a lack of talent? Hello, my name is Suzette. I'm a personal transformation and mindset coach. I help people from all around the world who find it challenging to achieve personal or professional goals, even when taking the right steps. The biggest thing standing between you and the life that you want is not a lack of talent. It's not a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of opportunity. It's not even a lack of confidence. What is the thing silently controlling your decision is the fear of being seen, not physically seen, emotionally seen, professionally seen, or even personally seen. It's the fear that somebody might notice your brilliance, the fear that somebody might judge your ideas, the fear that someone might reject the real you. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The fear of being seen doesn't usually look like fear. It disguises itself as perfectionism, overthinking, procrastination, people pleasing, waiting until you're ready, waiting until you're more qualified, waiting until you have more confidence. Meanwhile, years pass. Dream remains untouched. Potential stays trapped. And the vision of you that was meant to exist never fully arrives. Today, I want to have a deeper conversation with you about confidence, not about motivation, but about personal transformation, because transformation becomes impossible when you've committed to staying hidden. And if you're someone who knows deep down that you were created for more, this conversation may just change your life. There are people watching this right now who are incredibly capable, who are intelligent, who are experienced, who are creative. You have wisdom that could help other people. You have ideas that could become businesses. You have stories that could inspire someone. You have leadership inside of you. And yet you remain invisible, not because you lack ability, but because visibility feels dangerous. You want to start that business, but then a voice asks, what if people laugh at me? You want to post a video online. What if nobody watches? You want to apply for the promotion. What if I'm not good enough? You want to speak up in meetings. What if they disagree with me? You want to set boundaries. What if they get angry? Every time that you move towards expansion, fear appears. And eventually you start believing the lie that safety is more important than growth. But let me ask you something. How much has hiding really cost you? How many opportunities? How many relationships? How many promotions? How many dreams? How many years? Because personal transformation requires visibility. You cannot become the next version of yourself while remaining invisible. Transformation requires expression. Transformation requires action. Transformation requires courage. And courage always involves being seen. Most people think this fear started recently. That's not the truth. For many people, the roots go back decades. Maybe you were criticized when you expressed yourself. Maybe your achievements made other people uncomfortable. Maybe your opinions were dismissed. Maybe your emotions were labeled as too much. Maybe you learned that standing out attracted attention you didn't want. So your nervous system learned a survival strategy. Hide, blend in, stay small, don't attract attention, don't rock the boat, don't make people uncomfortable. And at one point, that strategy really protected you. But what protects you at 10 years old may imprison you at 40. The strategy that once kept you safe may now be keeping you stuck. And this is where transformation begins. The moment you realize, I am no longer living according to my future, I'm living according to old fears, the realization changes everything. Many people believe that transformation starts with action. I disagree. Transformation starts with the truth that you are tired. You are tired of watching other people live the life that you want. You are tired of overthinking. You are tired of doubting yourself. You are tired of shrinking yourself. Tired of making yourself smaller so that other people can feel comfortable. Because eventually something inside you begins to rebel. Your spirit gets tired of living half expressed. Your potential gets tired of waiting. Your purpose gets tired of being postponed. And suddenly you reach a point where the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change. That's the moment transformation becomes possible. Not when fear disappears, but when hiding becomes more painful than being seen. And here's what most people get wrong. They think that confidence comes first. then action, then visibility. But life doesn't work that way. Visibility comes first, then confidence follows. You don't become confident and then start a YouTube channel, for instance. You start the YouTube channel and confidence develops. You don't become confident, then launch the business. You launch the business and then confidence develops. You don't become confident and then speak up. You speak up and confidence develops. Confidence is not a prerequisite, it's a result, it's an outcome. Every time you show up, despite fear, your mind learns something powerful. I survived. Every time you speak despite fear, I survived. Every time you post despite fear, I survived. Every time you tell the truth despite fear, I survived. And eventually your identity begins to change. You stop seeing yourself as someone who hides. You start seeing yourself as someone who acts. That is personal transformation. There are 5 steps to reclaiming yourself. And here they are. Step 1, notice where you are hiding. Identify every area of your life where fear is making decisions for you. Step 2, stop waiting for confidence. Confidence is earned through action, not before taking action. Step 3, take one visible action every day. One video, one post, one conversation, one boundary, one application, one opportunity. Step 4, let people misunderstand you. Not everyone will understand your growth, and it's okay. Your responsibility is authenticity, not universal approval. And step 5, become more committed to your future than to your fear. Ask yourself daily, what would the future version of me do right now? Then go ahead and do it. I want to leave you with one question. What would your life look like if you stop hiding? What business would exist? What opportunity would appear? What relationship would improve? What dream would finally become a reality? Because here's what I know. The world doesn't need another version of you that is shrinking. The world doesn't need another version of you that's apologizing for existing. The world does not need another version of you hiding your gifts. The world needs the version of you that is fully alive, fully expressed, fully visible, fully aligned. The greatest tragedy is not failure. The greatest strategy is reaching the end of your life, realizing that fear convinced you to stay hidden from the very life that you were meant to live. Your transformation begins the moment you stop asking, how do I avoid judgment? And starts with, what would happen if I finally allowed myself to be seen? Because the person you are meant to become is not waiting for more confidence. They are waiting for your courage, the courage to begin today. And remember, your next level of life is not on the other side of perfection. It's on the other side of visibility. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I will no longer hide. That way you and I can hold each other accountable for making this our best and most successful year yet.